Animal Man number 24, written by Jeff Lemire, art by Raphael Albuquerque. So, last issue we had Animal Man breaking into a cell to talk to one of the weird animal creatures named Hogue. And then all of a sudden, Brother Blood made his way into the red and took control because one of the totems of the Parliament of Limbs just let him. So this issue picks up. Animal Man is writhing on the ground in pain, and Hogue's like, "Oh my God, it's happening! I can't believe it! It's finally happening! Brother Blood is in the red!" So we cut over to Maxine, who is on a pirate ship looking for the soul of Cliff. She's also doubled over in pain, and everyone's like, something's killing Maxine. What in the hell's going on? And Shepard's like, can't you feel it? The red's under attack. Everything is going wrong right now. And the pirates are just like, "Oh, yep, sea's getting rough. We gotta head out. We gotta go out way into the depths of nowhere, away from the center of the red, if we're gonna have any hope of surviving this." And Maxine's like, "No, you gotta let me. I want to keep on searching for Cliff." And Shepard's like, "No, stop it. Things are bad. Things are really bad, kid. We really got to get going. But here, you know what? I'll send out one of my little bone crows and he'll go check to see what's going on in the middle of the red." So he flies off to the center castle where we see Brother Blood and the totem that betrayed the rest of the Parliament. I'm going to call him the King of Limbs because that's a name we get for him later, but I don't know if it's an official name yet. Regardless, the King of Limbs is like, "Well, the battle's just starting. This was only part of the Parliament of Limbs. The rest of them are all going to show up to take back control. You ready to fight, Brother Blood?" And he's just like, "Oh, my lord, you have no idea. I feel so good right now." So the rest of the Parliament shows up and they're like, "Hey, bro, what you doing?" And he's just like, "Oh, it's what has to be done. After everything that's happened, this is the Reds' time. We can overtake the Green. They're kind of going through their own stuff. And the Rot's weak because they don't have a good, powerful person as an avatar. So Red all the way." And he's just like, "No, we're trying to keep things balanced here. That's the way the world needs to be." And he's just like, "Psh, you suck. We need a warrior. Brother Blood, zap this fool." And so he comes in and he starts zapping all the rest of the totems. And everyone's just like, "Dude, you are one with the red. If you destroy us, you're going to destroy yourself." And he's like, "Nah. See, when you guys decided to pick Maxine and therefore Buddy Baker, I said that was stupid and you didn't listen. So I've been harvesting energy of the red all that time, and now I have enough that's completely separate from you that I'll be able to not only survive but thrive on my own. So now I will become the warrior king of the red." And all the rest of the totems start getting zapped, except for one of them that's kind of like monkey-like. He just backhands Brother Blood out into the sea outside. And he's like, "It's a war you want, it's a war you'll get, but no more innocent blood's getting spilled." And Brother Blood just comes back up to the surface of the sea. And he's like, "Did someone say blood?" And so he gets up and he just blows the head off this guy. And he's like, "It's a revolution. Everybody who's in, you're in. Everybody who's out, it's a French Revolution for you." So at that point, the King of Limbs just explains more like, "Yeah, you guys, I watered down your blood. I took my own. I will become a god. And this dude is exactly who I need to back up my claim. So we are going to turn the planet red. Here we go." So at that point, the rest of the Parliament seemingly is killed. King of Limbs is like, "All right, we're still just in the beginning. There's going to be pain and there's going to be death. But we're going to win in the end." So Buddy finally comes to after all the killing stops. Guards have entered into Hogue's cell, and they're just like, "Hey, Animal Man, what in the hell are you doing in this guy's cell?" And he's like, "Sorry, yeah, nah, I was trying to get some information. Clearly that didn't work out." And then all of a sudden, Hogue is just wrapped up into a bunch of red tentacles and disappears from his cell. And then everyone's like, "What the hell was that?" Buddy's phone goes off. It's Ellen. He's like, "Ellen, what's going on?" And she's like, "Oh, Maxine is gone. I don't know where she is. She's just disappeared." So we go back to Maxine's story. Bone Crow returns and explains the whole situation. And Shepard's like, "Okay, there's an intruder in the red. A lot of the Parliament is dead. Someone else is holding a coup. We got to get you out of here, Maxine, because you are definitely not going to be welcome." And she's just like, "What? No, how could the totems even be killed? They're so powerful." And she's just like, I don't know. It seems, the totems have been stretching their power a little bit thin. It is a little bit much for them. A lot of power went into making you the avatar of the red, but either way, the intruder's super powerful. We can't do anything about that. We're going to have to go around the red, get as many people as we can together, and then make a stand against him. That's our only way of doing this. And Maxine's like, but then we'll have to leave, and I still need to find Cliff's soul. And Shepard's just like, kid, the soul's not here. It's gone. You're not going to be able to find your brother. He's not here anymore. And she's like, what? But I don't want him to be gone. I want my brother back. And she starts crying, and everyone starts comforting her. And it's just a sad moment. But anyway, we cut back to King of the Limbs, and he's like, okay, you are strong, Brother Blood, but I'm going to get you some foot soldiers to work with you, people back from on Earth who deserve to be rewarded. And out pops Hogue and all the other Splinter folk. And he's just like, yeah, no, they did good. They're going to get rewarded. They're going to be your soldiers or whatnot. And King of the Limbs is like, cool. Last thing I need is Baker. He's still up on Earth. You got him taken care of? And he's just like, yeah, no, my soldiers are straight up after him. He'll be taken care of in no time. So then we cut to the 85th Not Academy Awards, because that's trademarked. And we see a bunch of people are arriving, and everyone's just like, oh, yes, and the best actor is a real tight race. What with Buddy Baker and how much he's been in the news and all. So they start doing the awards. We see that Ellen's mom is watching them on TV to calm herself down since Maxine's missing. And as Ellen's just like trying to calm herself down, saying like, I got to believe Maxine is somewhere. She's got to be out in that red place that Buddy talks about, because if she's not okay, then I'm not okay. And Buddy ends up arriving, and he starts apologizing, saying, I know this is my fault. I'm sorry. I should have said something. And she's just like, no, Buddy, I'm not going to blame you anymore. I thought that if I just kept Maxine away from you, then it would be fine. But this is who she is. This is a part of her. It's always going to be a part of her. Just please get her back. And Buddy's like, I can't go to the red anymore. I was kicked out. I can't go there. She's like, well, you got to figure out something, because our daughter is there. I'm not going to lose her too. And they embrace, and Buddy says, yeah, no, I'm going to get her back. And then we get one last little thing, which is on the TV during the awards, all of a sudden a bunch of red tentacles show up and attack not Billy Crystal. And Ellen's mom comes back saying, you better check this out on the TV. And as they check it out, we see that the red is, the Church of Blood has stepped up saying like, hey, everyone, we're the Church of Blood. You guys don't know it yet, but we've taken over the red, which is literally the life web that holds all of us together. Buddy Baker, hey, if you're out there, you are going to have to sacrifice yourself so that we can take over the red more completely, because you still got red energy in you. If you don't show up, we're going to kill everyone in Hollywood. So you got an hour. Get your ass over here. And yeah, that's where it all leads off. I like it. I think it's a solid, nice little turn of pace here. We got a whole thing of, the red rising up the same way the Rot did back like 12 issues ago. We got a whole thing here of that. I enjoy it. I think it's well done. I think Jeff Lemire's got a really good plan here as to where he wants to progress this through. I like that Ellen is making evolutions on her own. I kind of thought that she was going to eventually just be written off, more or less, as it seems that she was just the quote-unquote nagging mom character. But no, she's making evolution, and she's like, no, my daughter is part of this, and I have to accept that. So yeah, no, I'm down for it. It's a very well-written issue. Art looks fantastic the whole way through. Brother Blood's very menacing, which is hard to do with how silly his costume is, but they pull it off. So I'm going to say this is an 8. I really did enjoy this one. I think it was a good read, and I'm looking forward to next issue. So check it out then.